Okay, I'm back. So I gotta splice all these together. So I'm gonna be feeding the switches through the ashtray compartment. It's just basically like a needle and thread. So we'll start with the longest ones first and go to the shorter ones. So the only thing I haven't hooked up here yet is the antenna. So let me get that out of my way before I forget. Make sure it's in nice and tight. Okay. So how this is done is basically it's like a needle and thread. You're gonna take the unit, you're gonna fold it over, as in fold the wires over. You're gonna put it in, oops, sorry. You're gonna put it in sideways. You're gonna put it in sideways and then flip it and then let it rest inside the special holder that I made, like so. There's another video where I show this a little bit nicer, where I kind of explain, but basically you slide it in sideways. And then flip it over. Like so. The house, like I said, is the shortest one, so I will be doing that one dead last. So that's 2 on that side. Please try not to scratch the unit. I'm gonna have to like manhandle this, so you guys just bear with me. I need to see what I'm doing so I don't ruin the unit itself, obviously. Because on this side they are a little smaller or shorter. The little big circle usually goes to the top. On some of them they don't have circles, but they do have the plastic indentation so you can see it. Like this one here. So if you notice, I missed number 1 spot. So this is live. So if you do mess up, I went this is the number 1 spot. I missed number 1. So back it out. It's just like needle and thread, like I keep saying. There's the number 1 spot. And I want my trunk. The number 2 spot. Usually on a hot day, you press the trunk button, and because of the seal, it never pops open. I can never figure that out. I figure it's the seal sticks to everything. Alright, so now I'm back to where I was. Okay. Remember what I said about the hazard is the shortest one. I'm missing a switch. I'm so busy talking. What did I do with the switch? Oh, between my legs. Yeah, I put that one in number 2 spot instead of, or number 5 spot instead of the last one. The last one, like I said, I have a custom USB that I've made. There it is. So I took an old W124 alarm, I'm losing my breath, and I notched it out to make a USB on that. See it? It has a really long cord because at the time I didn't know where it was going to go. And so I can either, basically, this gets hooked up to the back, and on my switch plate, I actually mounted clips so I can clip it on, so it will go like that. And so you have a USB. And I took the number 6 switch, which for me was the alarm slash towing button, and I put it over here where my headlights are, and I made a special unit for that. If you, in one of my videos, I forget which number, I basically show it. I saw those on eBay too. So I'm going to feed this through. Oh. And I'm going to leave some slack so I can pop it in. And this is just going to get hooked up to the radio in the back. Have a seat. There you go. What I'm doing now is I'm just I like my wires nice and neat usually. So I like my wires to lay where they come from, so that way there it's easier for me to dictate what they are. And I don't have a tie with me to tie this, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I gotta take this apart anyway. So this is, I'm just looping it around, feeding it through the loop, and then plug it in. Oh, you guys can't see, sorry. So basically I have 1, 2, 3, 4 USBs, a mini USB for the computer end of this, my antenna, my microphone, my 3.5, my main harness, RCA's in, camera output, plus I got the camera plugged in so I can see. I have all my switches together. So now I'm going to feed this whole unit through. So I'm going to drop and drive probably the first gear, just so I have some clearance like that. See, easier. Of course it should be covered. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to prop it up like so. I'm going to feed any long wires back and trying to tell my wires where I want them to go, so everything is kind of out of the way. The longest one obviously is the harness. So I'm kind of feeding, also I'm feeding my switch wires back because I want not too much crap underneath. I don't want too much wires underneath the antenna, underneath the ashtray. I want all my ashtray wires to be kind of neat. So I know that one's kind of long. There. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to raise it up as high as it can go. Remember, you should still have your tape here. Okay, and I'm going to tilt this up. See how much I got this up? Pretty high. Alright, and then that should be high enough for you to put your hands in here. I'm just checking to make sure my wires are happy. I kind of want my wires up and over the unit that sits on the bottom. It's a nice warm day today. Okay. Back in the drive. Okay. Next thing are gonna be the windows. If you have them out already, you can plug them into the plug and then just snap them in instead of feeling for everything. So we're almost at the 15-minute mark. I guess I'm getting tired, boys and girls. Make sure you have things covered. Obviously you can see I don't. Do what I say, don't do as I do. I'm sorry guys. It's 15 minutes. I'll be right back.